At 7 p.m.
Yes, that's the one we worked on yesterday.
Okay. Oh, so you have everything now.
I don't know how far we went. A5.
Or just before I left Houston. I just flew over and those ships are at least 2 miles apart.
That's what I hear.
I talked to Frank. What? Turn off religion, Frank. Don't get evangelical on me. It's a job. Not just a job.
His job. He opened an office right there in the motel, and the first thing he did was...
Big one's coming, and the Thompson Pass isn't it. Alaska's already shown they...
I'll make note. What's it like out there? Over?
Misty. I can't see much over.
Don't bump into anything. Over.
I'll call you if I do. Over.
Good night.
Over and out. Call me when you make the turn.
You need your sleep too.
Call me, that's an order.
Okay, boss, I'll call you.
I'm sorry to do this to you, sir, but I'm compelled. Compelled by the circumstances. I'm going to order a series of blood alcohol tests on you. Are you familiar with the procedure?
Yes.
Well, we lived in Valdez, and we came back to Valdez in February of '89, right before the spill. At that time, I didn't have a job, so a friend had a hotel, an empty tourist hotel. I became the night bartender in the hopes of finding a better job someday. Very dull job it was, too. There was nobody in town, really. And when the spill hit, of course, her empty hotel and empty restaurant and empty bar became the central location of that spill. It seemed as though everybody stayed in that hotel. Everybody drank in that bar. And as the bartender, I had the most wonderful look at the spill through the workers, through the Exxon people, through the government people. Everybody came through that bar. Everybody had a tale to tell. And that was my perspective on the Exxon Valdez spill. I'm trying to figure out how to move the actors through this show in a way that looks decent and tells the story and doesn't confuse the audience about what you're playing when. So that's where I am. Say in the middle of the thing, you start to take it inner.
Okay.
And you're making it up and you're realizing. And it leaves him and goes into you, talking to you, meditating.
With wise and disciplined drinking, you can get there. Just stay there at your peak.
Yeah, that was nice. I got all the delight in drinking and the little details of how he does it just right. That's excellent, excellent.
Errands?
Oh, pizza.
Oh yeah, for the unlucky guys who never got off the ship.
And I gotta stop by the flower shop.
Flower shop?
Yeah, pick up some flowers for my wife.
Oh, birthday? Anniversary?
Nope. Argument.
Oh!
Now, that was very nice, guys. That was the first time we did it with the sense of after dinner, light up a cigar, drink your aperitif, relaxed. Yeah, before it was eager to tell the story. No, this is the right tone. This is the right tone.
The captain wired his flowers, had one more vodka rocks while waiting for his pizza, and got back to the ship on time to make the early departure ordered by his superiors. But he wasn't happy about it.
Do you want us to go back? Or?
No, let's go on.
Ring, 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 ring.
Oh, he's not even picking up his phone. God!
I wonder what he'd say if he picked up the phone.
Man,
Hazelwood here. Hazelwood here.
Bill's ready to go. He wants you on the bridge. The Vessel Traffic Service, the Coast Guard radar station charged with continuously monitoring tankers in the Sound.
Sorry. USCGV-TS Valdez. This is Gordon Taylor speaking. How may I assist you? Over.
Yeah, this is Hazelwood at Valdez. We've oops, come in. Yeah, okay. We've departed the pilot and what'd you say? Okay. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Disembarked the pilot, and at this time,
Hazelwood, losing track of this conversation, was caught on tape and played for the jury at his trial.
They try to use this section in the trial. See how distracted he was? He couldn't even follow the conversation. The jury didn't buy it, but that's what they tried to use this tape for.
Hooking up to ETA, ANSI speed, Naked Island 0100, over.
Naked Island was, Naked Island and Night Island were the most oiled of all the islands. Right, they're totally washed in oil, yeah. Yeah.
So Saunders is disembarked. Over?
No, Murphy, over.
I got Saunders on the roster. Over?
No, it's Bill Murphy, over.
Make note. What's it like out there? Over?
It's off towards that diagonal. That window's right there, like at this angle.
Mist, you can't see much, over.
Don't bump into anything. Over?
I'll call you if I do, over.
Good night.
Look at this, boss.
Well, I appreciate your moving through this stuff. One of the things that's happening, Steve, and I apologize to the cast, is I am blocking at home, and then when I get the blocking up here, I don't like it. So I'm basically blocking by asking people to move around. Oh, stay there. Oh, come on over.
A little bit here, but we won't ever hit it because I'm going to go right across the reef.
Seals can cushion us?
A little bit, yeah.
Just outside Valdez, the Columbia Glacier was a tidewater ice cliff you could sail a tour boat right to the face of. But no more, it was receding fast, 2 to 3 miles a year. The face was now flat, and the sea lanes were often clogged with tossed off icebergs, some of them as big as a tanker.
Yeah, this is USVTS.
What do you want to do? Cut the speed?
Oh, that's my line. Sorry, my problem. What do you want to do? Cut the speed and plow through?
What is our speed?
8 knots.
I like 8, I like 10 better. I don't want to lose any speed. Is there any room to go around?
The leading edge looks about 9/10 of a mile off of Bly Reef.
Okay, good. Divert around the ice and give me a chart on it.
Sure thing.
Yeah, this is Hazelwood, the Valdez. I was just about to tell you that judging by our radar, we will probably divert from the TSS and end up in the inbound lane if there's no conflicting traffic, over.
No reported traffic. I've got the Chevron California coming in and the Arco Alaska's right behind him, but they're an hour out from Cape Hitchenbrook. Over?
The pilots were hired and the pilot boats bought to accompany the tanker out to Hitchenbrook, take the tanker to open ocean, because the tanker captain may not be skilled in the close waters. They then cut the funding for the program. And now they're picking up those guys halfway out. The pilots are being picked up at Potato Point. What happened was, Potato Point is right before Bly Reef. The pilot gets off the boat, bang.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah, we'll notify you when we cross over into separation zone, over.
Yeah, I'm not sure I didn't think about this in advance. Stay out there now and see what happens. I'm sorry, I should have given this some thought in my little chair at home before bringing it in here. The other thing I decided today in figuring stuff out is to put the stairs here rather than on the side. And the reason for that is we have so many people coming in and out the center for different reasons. We want to be able to go up one side of the center to mean one thing and one side of the center. So these stairs, which originally were here, I moved them back there. I'm moving them back. You know, the whole question of work schedules at a community theater is very interesting because you have many grades of community theater. You have basically student things that are functioning out of a school or an academic community in which everybody's time is pretty much regulated evenly. And then you have sort of the more professional leaning community theaters where people who have serious skills and serious ambitions are working, but they are also working at another job which pays the bills. And come into that great conflict. I have a family, I have a job, but I have an ambition to work in theater, and suddenly all my evenings are gone. This is something that has broken up marriages and made family life not work, and so when you do, as we do at Cyrano's, sort of the upper end of community theater, not really professional, but those who want to be professional, but their lives are full with other things, the problems are enormous.
And get some sleep, and while you're at it, get some sleep for me too.
Aren't you going to sign in?
Oh, yeah.
I don't expect I'll get any sleep left over.
I'm steering 180.
You don't have to wait for him to get over there. Just go right on with the line. Okay, heads up. We're doing this. We're doing this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, talk to him while he's signing in.
Okay, heads up. Heads up! We're steering 180 and I'm on the iron mic.
The iron mic, no, take it off.
Captain's orders.
I know, take it off.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
Take the pizza with you.
Had enough. Good night, Greg.
Sleep well.
Good night.
Well, ultimately, at the hearing, they decided they did not know the cause of the accident. They didn't necessarily attribute it to the autopilot being on.
I'm going to bring him down to a beam of Busby Island and then cut back to the outbound lanes.
What's the turn?
10 degrees, right rudder.
That I can do.
I should hope so.
If you find that you are too close to a character or our narration is coming right, hopefully, if I've made a real mistake, you will be on stage playing a character when I've called you to do a narration. Tonight's a good rehearsal for us to find these conflicts. Either you're too close or you're actually in the scene or something. If I've made any mistakes in making those assignments, let's find those tonight. Meanwhile, back on the ship, take it from that narration.
Meanwhile, back on the ship, A.B. Maureen Jones saw something that surprised her.
Wherever the stairs are, there would be a little door. So she would just come as far as the door.
So just kind of look.
Yeah, and I don't know if the stairs are going to be here or here.
Okay, so what do you want to do
So
next?
you would come to the door, just walk over to the edge of the platform, stay up there, lean in the door.
But far enough to see the pizza anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so I wouldn't come in until, oh, pizza, okay.
Hey, Greg, am I crazy or did I just see the Bly Reef light on starboard side?
On the starboard? Yes, we cut east to divert around the ice.
Ice.
Columbia Glacier, we've done this before.
Oh, if you say so, I just thought you should know.
Thanks.
Hey, you mind if I take a piece?
No, it's for everyone.
Thank you.
Helmsman, 10 degrees, right rudder.
Hazelwood here.
It's me, boss, Greg. I didn't want to wait any longer, so I had the helmsman turn back to the outbound lanes. You wanted me to call. But there's a whole lot of ice in front of us. The leading edge goes further than I thought.
Anything out there big enough to hurt us?
If there is, I don't see it.
Okay. You did the right thing. I'll be down in a few minutes.
Now, you didn't tell them it's on the starboard side because you don't know what the hell's going on.
Starboard side, she said. I want to... I'm looking at your rudder indicator and I'm reading between 6 and 7. Give me 10 degrees. 10 degrees!
You told me not to overcompensate.
Fine.
I want to cite those shorelines.
Oh, yeah. I want to cite those shore lights for myself. I'll be right back.
Cousins left the bridge to take a look, but he had all the information he needed on the screens in front of him. Had he kept his eye on Kagan instead, he would have seen that the rudder never moved.
According to a computer mock-up presented at the trial, the moment he stepped out the bridge wing was the last moment he had to avoid Bly Reef.
The starboard, still on the starboard. Helmsman, hard right. Make it hard right rudder.
Intensity all the way through, but start low so you can build in volume as you go. You got a lot of screaming to do here.
Hey, Greg, the lights are still starboard and they're right there, right there.
Don't tell me. I know.
It's not my fault. This is not my fault.
I don't know what my line is. Where the hell are we?
Don't tell me. I know. I know.
It's not my fault. Not my fault.
Where the hell are we?
Okay, now at that moment,
That's when we hear the sound.
we hit, and everybody just stays and listens. It starts out sort of high. It's distant because there's a lot of layers of metal between you and that grind, but so, end of noise. Everybody start talking at once.
I told you way back. I told you way back.
Quiet!
Cousins turned on the exterior floods so they could see the oil, like a boiling syrup bubbling up in the water around the ship.
Yeah, actually the oil is coming out so fast that you actually can see in the water out this bridge window, this billowing. It floats and it's just billowing up and bubbling, big round huge bubbles. And it stinks. You probably can smell it already.
Oil everywhere. Oh, what a stench.
It's just amazing.
Oil.
Never seen anything like that.
Wow.
And then Hazelwood comes running in. The minute you hear him running in, you start screaming at him. Boss!
Quiet! Quiet! You don't have to tell me what happened. I heard it. I can smell it. Greg, what are you doing?
Hard left. I want to swing him.
Shut it down.
But the engine room, it'll get hold.
Shut it down.
But there are people down there.
There are people on the bridge too. Shut it down.
But
now.
Yes, sir.
Greg, Maureen, I want you both to go down. I want you to knock on everybody's door.
Okay, very nice.
That's nice.
Let's take 5. I'll run around and give you some notes while we're doing that.
Did it go better?
They'll do that.
Monologue, or I'm still missing it?
Yeah.
Hold system down.
Why not just sound the general alarm?
There'll be a panic. Knock on the doors. Tell them to wait for orders. Helmsman, you stay.
I can help you better, boss.
Go.
But he's...
Get out of here, Greg. You make me nervous.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
They say you're the best in the fleet. Me, I'm a fuck up. Just ask third mate Cousins. If you want somebody to do some, if you want to do some sort of delicate maneuver, you're gonna want somebody else at the helm.
Back here on this boat with you.
Shut up.
Okay, I'm just not another word out of my mouth after, you know.
Shut up.
Yes.
Right, that's it.
I'll shut up. Yes, sir. No more talking. You know that I'm
Hang you off the bridge.
Sir, I will. Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
Sir.
Shut up.
Yes.
Shut up.
So Kunkel runs in there.
Damn it, where is that Kunkel? Should be back with my soundings any second now.
Alex!
What do you want me to do, Captain? What do you want me to do, Captain? Go down to the pump room, find out how much we're losing and where, but more importantly, stability. I need to know how stable we are. I need to know now. Yes, sir. Right back. We're fetched up hard, the ground around north of, we're fetched up, grounded, what's the, fetched up?
The ground north of...
Is there fetched up in there and all?
Yeah, we're fetched up hard, the ground north of...
We're fetched up hard, the ground, Bly Reef? Goose Island, thank you. North off of Goose Island on Bly Reef over. Apparently we're losing some oil and we're gonna be here a while over.
Stunned.
Holy moly.
I'll call the theater.
Holy moly.
So you have ballast and I'll try to float him off anyway. Good call, Captain. Subtle.
I don't want to go back now, but when he says, good call, subtle, this is a big deal at the trial, that he gave these contradictory commands. He must have been drunk, because why would you give such contradictory commands? So here's a possible explanation of why he did it, and people will have it in mind. Brilliant, subtle. Anyway, I just mentioned the significance of that to the Spill story so that there's weight in there. Yeah. And Doug, when you're doing these narrations in a fast-paced, exciting scene, go along with that rhythm. Yeah, just keep, yeah. We get everybody here tonight. I want to run the show. And there are sections that we've been doing mostly character discussion work, with sections we haven't discussed. If we added in a little discussion to that, stayed here a little longer than that, we might be able to skip rehearsal tomorrow night.
Oh, that would be very helpful for me.
Yeah. Do a little more here, because I think we're in good shape. We're making good progress.
Okay, engine room. We're gonna do a little driving here.
What kind of movement did you imagine in this? Like, I only so far got from this a forward,
Actually,
backward, almost
what you're doing looks
waltzy kind of sway.
What you're doing looks great.
Okay.
Okay, all right, now full. Oh, it's not working. Shut it down. You hear me, Jersey? It's not working. Shut it down. Shut everything down. We'll wait until we get some more water under him. 138,000. What? 138,000. What's 138,000?
That's how much we lost.
Okay, so that'd be 3,500 barrels. That's huge.
That's barrels, sir.
What's barrels?
The 138,000.
Barrels?
Do you have any idea how much you've lost?
138,000, sir.
That's 3,300 barrels. That's huge.
No, sir, that's barrels.
What's barrels?
The 138,000.
Barrels?
I think one of the nice things about it was the idea, you know, there are 44 or 45 roles in the play. The idea of not trying to involve actors to do small things, but to keep everybody busy with something all night long, made everyone feel, and everybody was, a major role in the play, and that gave it an esprit de corps, which made rehearsals stronger.
How big?
138,000 as of before they called me.
That's huge. What's that in barrels?
That is barrels, sir.
What's barrels?
The 138,000.
Barrels?
Hey man, you hear? You hear the news yet? What news?
Oil spill out in the Sound.
A loaded oil tanker hauled and grounded and spilling its guts by the minute.
When did this happen?
Just tonight.
Where'd you hear about it?
It's in all the other bars. What's the matter with you?
Bud Light, rum and coke.
Don't even think about serving their drinks. You don't even hear that. You're gonna listen.
So I'm doing it even before.
You're, my God, an oil spill. Oh my God, don't mess with the drinks. Okay, we get the captain over here miming smoking a cigarette, and two coasties right in back of him here.
The captain retired to his quarters, took a dose of high-end vodka, and came back to the bridge when the Coast Guard boarded the ship.
What seems to be the problem here?
You're looking at it.
That line, what's the problem? You're looking at it. That's real. That was reported many times. And you're throwing away, you're looking at it. Your reading is nice. Just let me hear it, because it's such a revealing thing about him.
What do you think he's
That's his
thinking as he says
response. Take me away.
You're looking
Throw me
at
in
it.
jail.
Okay.
Under the authority of the U.S. Coast Guard, I hereby relieve you of your command, sir, and take charge of this ship, this accident site.
One of the things that was said to me by a crew member a few days after the spill, not of the same ship, he said, you know, it's so amazing that it happened to Joe Hazelwood, because he was the best in the fleet and everybody wanted to work for him. Isn't it weird it should happen to him, of all people? Okay. As if every other skipper would have deserved it more, you know. And he knows that.
Yeah.
He knows he's better than the other guys.
Okay. See you Sunday at 6 then, I guess.
Excellent, thanks.
All right, have a good
Good night, all.
I went from stunned to angry, and then the anger, it grew and grew until I became...
Take the end of this. Take the end of this down. Take it in. This hurts. Take it in. Take it in.
a rape victim who could never forgive. I was toxic with anger. And then I woke up this way, or?
Yeah, I think it's all this way.
That's
yeah, that's where you want to go with that. Yeah.
Even deeper.
Inner pain.
Later that same night, the crew of the Valdez was removed from the ship and slept safely at a motel in Valdez. Something like that.
Next morning, early, Frank Iarossi boarded a plane for Valdez.
I had a very close friend recently die, so I think I'm a bit low tonight. So I think it's actually helped my because I think she's very, she's like very, it's connected me to her pain.
Then have some, I don't want to ruin a flat, or I don't want to pour any real latex onto something, but then get some black, thick substance that would be dripping down it from the top and have thickness. How would we do that? Wouldn't that be a nice...
I'm sure there's a way to do it. She might be able to put blobs on there. She might be able to blob it up, yeah.
At this point, you're dropping your books, you're trying to recreate lines, and it's interesting. Sometimes you'll make a mistake in a line, you can't find the word, and that's perfectly natural. Sometimes I hear mistakes in lines that perhaps are indicating that the actor doesn't see clearly or has maybe the wrong idea what's going on. There's so many little clues in here for you to sort of follow that, but you as the actor, you need to visualize that yourself as well. And if you're going to talk about skimming, you should have an idea, you don't know how to do it, but you have an idea what it is, the little arms, oil in the water, some visualization of it. You're talking about sending barges out, you're talking about doing different things. You need a visualization, or the audience won't get it.
You'll want to see this fax, Dave. It's from Exxon Shipping. They say they're sending a guy up to take over. Just leave everything to him.
Thank God!
About time.
Name's Rosie or something.
The fool.
He says we should equip all our aircraft with aerial sprayers and load them with Core Exit 9527.
What's Corexit 9527?
We don't have any aerial sprayers.
We don't have any aircraft.
Very nice, gentlemen. Okay, let us go on.
So I should just leave this chair here or take it with me because leave it there?
So why'd you shave your head just before winter?
I wanted to see what it looks like when I do the movie. I don't know, will it be cold? Oh, that hair was starting to bug me.
Well, this is a press conference that Frank Iarossi gave right after arriving in Valdez, the very night that he's arrived in town. He's the president of Exxon Shipping. The spill happened the night before. He gets flown up there. He's the expert. He's going to handle everything. Would you read in Alex for us? Just toss his lines in for us, because we don't have an Alex tonight. I just toss the lines in so we get them.
So I can sit here, right?
Sure.
At 7 p.m., 18 hours after the spill, Exxon held a press conference.
And it is with great confidence and high hopes that I introduce to you our lead man on the cleanup effort, Exxon Shipping President and oil spill genius and guru.
What guru? Genius?
He's an Exxon flat.
Mr. Frank Iarossi.
Iarossi. Yeah, that's for everyone else too. We've had some various pronunciations of Iarossi. I think it's Iarossi.
Mr. Frank Iarossi.
I may be an Exxon flack, but I know my business.
If I can give you a suggestion here, a little laugh on your joke about being an Exxon flack might make you so friendly. That'd be the friendliest gesture of the whole thing.
I'm good at what I do. And I'm here to tell you that we're hard at work to make sure...
What are you doing?
Yeah, there's nothing going on out there.
Glad you asked. Well, currently we're looking to our highest priority.
We got to see that pompous ass right from the start, or what they will interpret as a pompous ass.
You just got here on the 5:30 plane.
I gave the order before I left Houston.
No, I just flew over and those ships are at least 2 miles apart.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Frank, can I speak to you, Frank?
What?
Turn the mic off.
What?
Leave it on.
Yeah, we want to hear.
It's kind of a half dance. I would say just cut up real close.
Okay, this is easy, yeah.
Yeah, so Frank, turn the thing off now.
What?
So, yes, you got to cheat a little bit.
He's right, they're not together.
He's right, they're not together.
Why not?
We don't have fenders.
Fenders?
You know the big foam things to put between ships?
I know what fenders are. You don't have any fenders?
Not the big ones.
We have fenders.
The city has fenders.
Fenders. Everybody has fenders, but those little things you use with your fishing boat, no. A tanker would just crush that thing and it'd be gone.
The ferry dock has ship fenders.
Get me those fenders and we'll start lightering right away.
Sir, there's another thing, sir.
What?
Turn it off.
It's off, isn't it?
We can hear you.
There's the question of reducers.
Reducers?
Adapter thingies to hook different size hoses together.
This is the largest terminal in the system. How can you tell me you don't have the hardware to hook up your own goddamn hoses?
So you agree there's nothing going on out there? Is that your statement?
This is still day one.
18 hours. It is 18 hours and nobody's done a damn
Just a
thing
minute.
yet.
Mr. Iarossi just got here. Cut him some slack.
No.
We have a rare opportunity while the wind remains calm to use dispersants.
Dispersants?
Not dispersant.
Why throw more toxins on
It's a
it?
good fix.
This is the one where he pisses you off completely because he's the pompous ass. So yeah, let's just play around with that line. But take responsibility, Steve, for bringing out the whole line. If you get cut off, go back. Yeah.
Don't try to stop me, because you people don't know what the hell you're doing, and any delay will make a bad situation worse.
Frank, I'm sorry, the line.
We have our work cut out.
We have our work cut out for us, that's for sure. I forgot the line.
Call an end to this press conference?
I want to call an end to this press conference.
Wait, I want to make a statement
Statement?
for the record.
Yeah, actually, I didn't know George Barnum, but so I don't know if I got him right at all. But, but just to guess. Hope he doesn't come see the show. Say the line, take the focus, then make the move.
Right after her line, everybody starts screaming pretty much. And
Yeah,
this happens.
but you got to sail out over the top of it. But then here's what we think of Exxon. Then move, you've got the focus, and stay right there. Stay right at his feet. One thing we may want to do with this crowd, and I don't want to stop to do it tonight though, a little bit of churning. We may have some people get up out of these seats, walk to the back and discuss. Somebody else sit down. The crowd, we'll give a little movement to this crowd. Add another rehearsal.
I'm sorry. Foot cramp. Give me a minute. Sorry. Ow. Okay, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Now reach out with that. You're fine with that. Frank's not working. Reach out with it. Yes.
Frank.
More volume, more. Reach over the phone. Grab them.
Frank.
Thank you all. We've got a lot done tonight. Things are happening in the right place. I think we're looking good about blocking. We'll worry about costuming next time.
That money went a little faster than I thought. Can I borrow another 20 possibly?
But did you know there's...
To get me home. Low on gas again, and God, yeah, that truck burned more than I thought it did. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Go with God.
Tell me when it's too much.
Yeah, no, actually, no. You're a subtle kind of actor. Nothing you do is unbelievably much.
I hope that was a compliment.
It is.
Okay.
No, you believe. I believe.
Okay.
Whatever you do.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's really nice.
Good.
I believe all the line reading.
Well, that ended my evening on a high note. Thank you, Dick.
Thanks, Dick. See you tomorrow. People here will remember it was a big deal. Johnny Carson or David Letterman, whoever did the show, every night would do a drunk joke. It's a nationwide big deal.
So do you want me to amp it up?
So I want you to amp it up so the folks your age will know what a big deal it was, and that the folks who remember it, the older people will, yeah, that's right, that was a big deal.
Soon everybody was laughing about the boozed up skipper who smashed his tanker and spilled so much oil. More oil than anybody had ever spilled.
When the police finally
don't forget to say crude oil.
Oh, more crude oil. Spilled so much crude oil. More crude oil. Gotcha. Thank you.
You want to see me?
You're fired.
I figured. What am I supposed to do, Frank?
How the hell should I know? What should I do? That's the
The
question.
last time we did this, Rick, you moved off
That way, huh?
and turned back.
That's right.
And one of the old actor.
You like that better?
Well, I don't like it better for acting reasons. I like it better to give him.
Yeah, a way to come out here.
He's going to get up and go that way, and if you're there, he can't do it. So it's just a blocking choice. Yeah. This line, if you just bend it upstage a little bit, we'll have better visibility. Exactly as you did it, great.
Okay.
Take it upstage and come on back down.
Okay.
It looked like you were skadoodling by him, and it didn't make a lot of sense. And you'll get a few extra steps out of it, which probably would be useful. We don't need to go back there, but just fan that out to a triangle. I think what really interested me in writing about the oil spill was to strip away the veneer of politics. You know, evil problem maker corporation, evil people, environmental issues. There's always a positive and negative polarity to the hot, heated political issues. And underneath it, of course, are people who just are trying to do their jobs, in some cases under very difficult circumstances. So I wanted to expose the life of the people who lived and worked the spill. Not to a large extent, but just enough to show that these are folks who have a job, just like you and me, try to do a good job. Some days you don't do as good a job as you might, and that's life. And suddenly thrust in the middle of a huge disaster, it's something we ought to sympathize with people, situations in which we hope we are never put ourselves. We're walking on oil. On oily rocks. Very dangerous. So the way we get around here is, okay, that foot's going to be okay, and I got a foot, I had a little slip there, but it's okay, I can walk there now. This foot,
Right, okay.
So you can barely move without falling down. I'm in the wrong scene. I'm in the wrong scene. Should have read the damn script before we did this. Okay. So basically, you're back there wiping and tossing rocks. You give your narration as you get into position to do so, and when you finish your narration, start tossing rocks too. And then he contacts you.
Okay.
We're living in hell on earth here, right? Hell on earth. And we're not making it any better. Right? We're making it worse. I mean, I'm living proof that life is meaningless.
Just take the monologue and just...
From the holiday.
Yeah, we can worry about blocking it later. And
Okay, back to the scene.
Hell on earth though it was, working the beach was by far the better half of the day.
inch by inch.
There are other ways to pay.
That's it. Alaska's known, you know, as if you can't do it anywhere else, you can do it in Alaska. So that's my experience in theater. They let me do stuff here that they would never let me do elsewhere.
They couldn't tell the sections we cleaned from the ones we hadn't. So on the second day, they gave us high-pressure water sprayers to splash the oil off the rocks. It splashed it all over the U.S.
All over us.
Oh, all over us. Sorry.
We're plunging ahead at rapid pace. Wherever you're sitting, it's going to be crouched down low because these bunks you're actually sitting on somebody's bed and there's hardly any room to sit up. Oh, and you know that line where she says such a carefree song? I don't think she's being cynical there. I think she's being sort of whimsical. So,
Oh, okay.
Isn't that ironic, is the thought?
Oh, okay.
You know, here we are in this terrible disaster, and he's playing this happy, carefree song. Isn't that strange? Yeah.
That song was #1 on the charts that year. He played it over and over and over again on his cassette player. Such a happy, carefree song.
And when you come to You Want to Dance?
Yeah. You want to dance?
So let's take that narration and see how that looks. But also we then see a person who's potentially very depressed.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right, yeah.
Thank you. What a great read tonight for a cold first time through.
Some also had nosebleeds, ear bleeds, blood in urine, headaches, nausea, breathlessness, and hallucination. Long term, some suffered kidney damage. Am I right? Yes. Liver damage.
We're getting closer. Some things, I bring things up when I hear things that I don't think make sense unless we get the words right. And I know it's tough because most plays you have a lot more freedom to change a couple of words here and there. But we're working out. When you're with a playwright, you have no hope. Thank you all very much. We'll do this again tomorrow night. And really, I think it's looking great. It's looking great. Thank you. And I will watch books, so if you guys want to put the book down.
Maybe tomorrow.
What's that?
Maybe tomorrow.
I have most of the costumes ready.
Really?
Most of them. Some of the guys, I'm still missing pants and shoes. So for those that are not in the scene that are practicing, I have all the bags downstairs with their names on it, so we can work on all that today. Casual. And then when she's at the meeting, she'll have this on, because she's kind of like an interviewer woman.
Yeah.
Okay. And then at the bar in Houston.
Sit in the bar thinking about all this, and it's coming clear tonight. I just 4 vodkas, and I think I got it figured out. Yeah, that's where he's coming from.
That's just way far behind.
Yeah, and then you're just staring at him with your, what's he talking about? And end of scene. Yeah. I practice with it a little bit because you want to get it up and put it right in his face and get stuck there in his face. The placement of those rocks too, we'll be trying for the first time tonight. So let's. Okay. The scene will finally be finished.
All right, I am going to turn on your compressors and I want you to hold on to your wands. Hold on tight. Hold on very, very tight. It'll kick when it comes on. And
you know, I don't think we got. I love that joke when you first did it. But I don't think it belongs in this scene. Yeah, no, he's going after her. I mean, if we were to do it, we'd have to do it again, and then it would be a thing, but nah. Yeah, it's no good. Thank you for offering it, and I loved it when you said it.
hold on tight. Very tight. They'll kick when it comes on. You're used to that from the water, but this isn't water. Here goes. Get a hold of yourself!
Good. That played. That played.
Perhaps man was never meant to mine crude oil. Perhaps we're supposed to leave it in the ground. The earth seals it up in pressurized caverns to separate it from our world, because it comes from the underworld. The two worlds should never mix. Crude oil is antimatter. Touch it, and we die. Blackout.
Nice. Nice read, Anya. Nice read. Get this girl a job in a horror movie.